What's going on, everybody? So it's been a few days since I pulled old C10 out and cleaned it up. Turns out I didn't do a very good job on that, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But it's been sitting, like I said, a couple days since I run it last, so might do a little cold start on it, see how she fires up, and then I'm gonna get started on fixing little odd and end things on it, you know, like the throttle linkage, throttle valve cable for my transmission keeps coming undone. Got some wiring stuff to work out, fan, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's do a little cold start, see how she fires up. Battery terminal. We'll get some carb cleaner, maybe some new gaskets. It's leaking down here somewhere. I might pull all this off. Need to get a roll of wire. Need to make a list, because if I don't, I'm gonna forget half the stuff. Hopefully it won't rain on me. Alright, so I went to town. Got a couple base gaskets, carb cleaner. I got bowl gaskets and whatnot, battery terminal. It is raining down the road and starting to thunder here, sprinkle a little bit, so it might start raining on me. If so, I'll probably just pull it up on there and get done what I can get done. And not even 3 minutes after saying it might rain on me, here it comes. Son of a... Got some alternator wire. Need to keep this one. This one goes to the relay that goes to the fan I had hooked up, so I'll keep it. I was gonna do away with it, but I'm gonna put some more fans on it eventually, so I'll leave it on there. And then one goes to the electric fuel pump. So I might try to find a clutch fan to put on here. I don't know. We'll see. Look at that. Got a battery terminal now. Alright, well, unfortunately this thing ain't providing me much cover. So I'm about to take my ass inside. If I'm soaking wet, I'm starting to freeze to death. I'll come back at it whenever it ain't flooding down freaking rain. You wouldn't know. As soon as I come in and get dry clothes on, then it starts slacking up. I don't know if the rain gods hate me or what, but I don't know. Alright, so it's been a couple days since I was last out here and it was flooding on me. I'm just now getting back out here to fool this thing again. I got a little bit of 93 octane right there to put in her too. But I was thinking last night while I was in the bed, I did have this carburetor working pretty good, so I was wondering why all of a sudden it wasn't working that good anymore. And I remembered when I put the carburetor back on last time, because I had my buddies on here for a little bit. I'd borrowed from him, and then I just stuck this one back on here. I really ain't fooled it with the truck since, but I noticed when I put this one back on, but I think one or two of these studs are stripped out, so that may be why there's gas leaking out and why it's stumbling. It might be sucking air. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and pull the carburetor off and check out these. It might just be the studs that stripped out and not the intake itself, but either way we're gonna get that figured out and get it fixed. know how good you can see it, but the threads on these two on the side here are pretty jacked up. These here, I think is okay. I don't think the threads on the intake is messed up. Yeah, gasket ain't the prettiest thing in the world. Probably gonna just take this plate off and leave it off because I don't need it. I ain't got nitrous on the truck. As long as this plate here will be tall enough. Make sure just that spacer by itself. It's gonna be enough to so the fuel line won't hit the valve covers. Yep, that's gonna work. We'll go away with the nitrous plate, and that'll be one less spot we gotta worry about. Something leaking. Oh, I didn't even realize this is a spread bore intake. I didn't even realize that. Go ahead and pull one of these out. I'm gonna get some more. Make sure I get the right length, right threads and everything. I'll probably just get a piece of all thread. Yeah, probably what I'll do. Get a long piece of all thread. That way I'll have something. I'm always needing carburetor studs, and I ain't never got none laying around anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and pull one of these bowls off. Make sure there ain't no trash on the inside of it. Alright. She really ain't had no trash in her. Maybe a speck or two, so I just blowed it on out a little bit. I'm gonna put it back together, and I'm thinking just mainly because I only had this one side clamped down, the other side was both stripped out, so that means the carburetor was, you know, clamped harder on one side than it is the other, so could have possibly been leaking air on this one side and causing the stumble and bust up and all that. So I'm just gonna stick it back together now, and then I'll need to get some studs. Wipe all this down, get it dry as I can. Gaskets can be reusable, but if you get them wet, they're not exactly reusable. Maybe one time if you're lucky. I got two little small fans, like two 10-inch fans, and one big, probably about a 16-inch fan. I was going to put the big one in the little one, but then I'd have two fans hooked up, running off an 80s model electrical system that's already on its last leg. So I really don't want to put the electric fans back on it. I found a fan shroud here. I'm about to see if it'll work. I'm gonna make it work either way. Even if it won't, I'm gonna make it work. And then I'm gonna try to find me a clutch fan to put on here. That way I know it'll stay cool sitting in traffic. Right now I can drive it down the road. I can run to town if I want to. It won't even run hot any. It's just if you sit in traffic for a while, it'll start heating up. But the engine bay is so big in these trucks, and it's a pretty decent sized radiator. It don't really get too warm unless you sit for a while. I figured if I do take it to cruising, we're gonna be in traffic. And I don't really want electric fans on here. Might have a damn fire if I do that. So I'm gonna try to make this work. Find a clutch fan, stick that on there. That way we won't have no more electric stuff running off my old ass wire harness, and I know it'll stay cool. I don't know what this come off of. pretty tight fit though, so I think I can make it work though. I might have to just trim it off right here. I mean, as long as I got a little bit of a shroud, it'll pretty much keep it cool. It'll probably stay cool without one, but definitely with the shroud is gonna help a lot better. Yeah, I forgot these vortex have a twist on style, so that's what works. Straight up forgot there was a whole nother C10 around back here. It's got everything on it I need. We got the fan shroud. We got, still might not work because this has the V-belt set up on it. My truck has a serpentine belt, so still might have to do some trimming. But all I need really is the clutch fan, so might have to rob this off. I don't think my daddy would know. Alright, well, I'm about to run down the road, do a little rescue mission on 300. Put all this stuff up. Didn't get a whole lot done. I know what I need now. So the next day or so, once I make it to town, I'll get some carburetor studs and any other things I might need. And then we'll come back at it. So like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Later.